How are you guys doing today? This is Extreme Foolishness TV. This is where I talk about extreme foolishness that goes on around you. Say no to extreme foolishness by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And also say no to extreme foolishness by hitting the bell so that anytime I upload videos, you'll be in the know. Today I'll be talking to you guys about the Christmas Day bombing in downtown Tennessee and how, for some reason, officials and the media have refused to call it exactly what it is: domestic terrorism. Well, we know that it happened on Christmas Day, and it appears that the suspect has been identified as 63-year-old Anthony Warner. And there's DNA that was collected at the scene that matched the DNA of Anthony Warner. So it appears scientific and DNA evidence has concluded that this is a white male, Anthony Warner. We know that he drove a truck to the scene. He had explosives in it, and he announced that it was going to explode in 15 minutes in the RV, the old school RV. And people had to run. Had to take a run. They had to run for it. Explosion happened. The whole downtown area where the explosion happened is in a complete mess. The FBI has investigated this stuff. And I'm looking at what a CNN article here saying that the officials haven't connected the explosion in any way to terrorism. And according to one federal law enforcement source, there were no credible threats in the Nashville area that would have signaled an impending attack on or before Christmas. A second law enforcement source said federal authorities are not aware of any increased chatter nationally by known extremist groups that would indicate any credible plans for conducting attacks around the holidays. I'm thinking here, I'm saying, you do not have to be associated with any group to be a terrorist. I remember the Christmas Day bomber in Delta Airline, Abdul Muttalab, whatever his name was. They called it terrorism. He was not connected with any extremist groups. And I'm thinking, like, even CNN has refused to call it what it is, domestic terrorism. The FBI, no official has come out. Is it because it's a white male? If his name were Abdulaziz or Muhammad, you know the media will have said this is terrorism, this is whatever terrorism. We don't know what group he's connected with. He may be connected with the late Osama bin Laden. He may be connected with ISIS. Whatever it is, he's a terrorist. And just because his name is Anthony Warner, white male, now nobody wants to call it terrorism. I guess very soon they'll start calling it, maybe he just had mental problems, or he had a bad day, or whatever it is that. But we know. Just change his name to Abdurrahman, Abdulaziz, or a Muslim name. And we know exactly what they will have called it: a terrorist attack. A bomb in an RV going off on Christmas Day in a downtown American city. You don't have to have any connections with any terrorist group before they will have called it terrorism. So this extreme foolishness that they don't want to call it for what it is just because of the person's race is garbage. And there has to be consistency in the reporting. Whether his name is Abdulaziz Muhammad or his name is Anthony Warner. If it's a terrorist attack, it is a terrorist attack. So stop the extreme foolishness. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think this was a terrorist attack? Do you think it was just a non-terrorist attack? Do you think if his name had been a Muslim name like Abdulaziz or any kind of Islamic name, that they would have called it a terrorist attack? Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, like, share, subscribe, and remember, say no to extreme foolishness.